Hey everybody, what's up? Jester here. Welcome back to the Immersive Revolution Rebirth. As you can see behind me, this is what we worked on last time. Absolutely fantastic, but we do have a slight problem. Right here. Osmium. We don't have nearly enough of it. So we need to fix that. Now we do have one each budding osmium, right? We have a whole bunch of raw osmium blocks, which we'll have to go ahead and handle. And I'm sitting here thinking about it. And I'm wondering if I should set up the ore multiplication. If you're familiar with that with through create, you know what I'm talking about. This is why I'm not. The buds drop ingots. Now, if it dropped anything different, I'd probably go that route. But because it drops ingots, I'm not going to. So for now, this is getting dropped downstairs. Oh, we gotta fix this first. Also, does anybody remember that there was a point where at some point you could actually enchant those? Or am I just remembering incorrectly? Which is also entirely possible. Anyhow, that should give us a healthy amount. Anyway, that being said, to get all of the refined obsidian that we're gonna need, we're just gonna go ahead and stuff that in. Because let's be realistic, it's gonna take a while because of the glowstone as well. Anyhow, one of two things is going to happen. First, we need to make a hopping bonsai or the hopping botany pots. Need more of those. So there's botany pot. Put that together with the shoot. There's a hopper. Then we have the elite, followed by the elite hopper. Now, I'm hoping I have enough. Elite hopper followed by the ultra, and then can we make the entangled border? Ooh, maybe not. All right, refined obsidian, some atomic alloys, some ultimate control circuits, and a teleportation core. Want some entangled border with this, and some HDPE sheets. We have the ultra hopper botany pot. All right, to get me my seed, we are gonna need silk touch. I went ahead and made a second budding because you can see you got a bunch more osmium somehow. All right, and the seed being in the cluster. Let's see how quickly it moves. That's decent. Holy crap. 18? 6. Well, all right then. 12. 54. It's another 12. So 5 cycles. Okay. Okay. I can dig it. I can dig it. So I made another skulk. I gotta see. I gotta see. 36. Well, all right then. And that should dump right into there. And once I get that set up, I'll probably end up doing the same here. But it's already up to almost, wow. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. There's budding refined obsidian. I went ahead and made the budding Constantan since we were having a Constantan problem as well. Went ahead and expanded this, so say I want to do, oh, I don't know, that. Because let's face it, we are just, osmium is already full and it's grinding away. So while we wait for that, I want to head over here. Now currently I have this turned off. The thing is, now we have access to all the hopping bonsais. We need a place to put them. Now, something that we don't really talk about is the building gadgets. don't think I have wireless. Oh, no wireless charging. Hold on. Will you charge this up? You will not. Let's see here. Will the Tesla coil? Seems so. Now, if you have ever experienced conversations with myself and Twilight, one of my favorite things to do is to give him hell. Absolutely love doing it. Now it's all in good fun, but I don't use building gadgets. I prefer the construction ones, and I have fighting ever so vigorously for construction wands, construction sticks, whatever the case may be. Sadly, to no avail. Now, what am I doing with all this nonsense? Because we all know diorite is everybody's favorite. This is going to be the foundation for a greenhouse. Hopefully. I honestly don't know if I've made a mason stable yet. Want to say that I have, I just don't know where it's at. All right. Let's go with eroded. Ooh. But none of the botany pots can pretty much encompass everything. Let's go ahead and get a structure. Now I'm going to start with cobblestone. All right, now this should work. Fairly large circle. Well, let's do it this way because it looks right. The circles in Minecraft. What that'll do is it's going to give us our main section. I have to put some cactus in as well. And then we can have, for now, 2, maybe 3 wings. Actually, 3 might work. And then if I can find a tree out in the wild, and we'll put the tree in the center, right? Maybe that'll work. Also, the fact that we don't have random with this is one of the reasons why I'm not a fan. Is that what I said? Let's see if we can't get a foundation built, shall we? Now, in keeping with trying to use building gadgets, still not. Oh, well, I'm actually not even entirely sure how it works. Okay. Copy settings. There we go. So this is kind of the concept I'm going with. This actually might change, but we'll see. Paste you. Also means I'm going to need a mess of glass. Give me... this will be fun. That's gonna take a while. However, with this, the glass, when and if the glass gets put in place, I should be able to copy it with a schematic and then paste it into alternating sides. The schematic cannon. Now, for the time being, we have a flat surface we can build upon. I can go through and set that up. It's gonna take a while, but it's a start. Now, glass in hand, we can continue to do the same. See, instruction ones would make this so much easier. Probably be done. Twilight. Actually, clowning aside, the big reason he's kept with this is the vibe, right? The vibe of the pack is that mechanical and that industrial, and that is the building gadgets to a T. So, though I might want to find something that's a little more connected. Do we have clear glass? We do. That's connected glass, clear glass. Oh, that's better. Oh, that is so much better. And then I can go through and add some other. Yeah, you can't even tell there's glass there. That screams volumes. I don't know how I feel about that now. Like, it is perfectly clear. It's like somebody didn't know. Oh, wait, what? Yeah, they're gonna fly right into it. Let's see here. We have this stuff. Now, do we have? We do. Got a silky pick on us. I don't know how I feel about that. So I'm gonna have to deal with different glass textures for a while, but that is not the point right now. All right. So we have the start of what will be a colossal. I mean, look at it. It's gonna be huge. A colossal greenhouse. We're up to 643 refined obsidian. We are maxed out on refined glowstone. Now, we see if we can take this stack of refined obsidian blocks. Fingers crossed. We're gonna need more. Definitely gonna need more. There it is. $27 later. Probably close to 2 stacks. Are you my... You are. Oh, I didn't want to. Place that. There we go. 36. Alright. Now this one's... Actually, wait a minute. Are we gonna have enough? We are... Let's go ahead and pick you back up. Let's go Ultra. We're gonna need an entangler. 1, 2. 1, 2. Teleportation core. Check. Tangleporter. Check. Super duper. Ultra. Hopperbot. Let's see. 18 off the rip. All right. Instead of, we're going to want an access point so we can connect that up. And you should dump right in into there. Oh, and just like that. Up over 300. So yeah, as we get going with this bad boy, right? We're gonna have all kinds of crazy hoppery ultra super pots and no creepers. Only a 16 block range. That should be fine. Yeah, I gotta figure out which. Yeah, because the more I look at the connected or the clear, yeah, no, because it looks like nothing is there, and that defeats the purpose of a window. All right, Silk Touch, Shapeless, and we've already maxed out. All right, now we are gonna need some plates. We don't have steam yet, so let's get the plates. Oh, that's right. The plates. I almost forgot. So, who cares about plates, right? Just throw them in a press. 17 years later, they're done. However, Dreams and Desires adds a hydraulic press. What makes it significant? Bulk process items. So if we were to take a stack, splat, it becomes it's one and done. So let's see what we can't do. Like, I completely forgot about that. We were going to work on that. I was all excited. I was sitting there thinking about it. And I forgot. Now, what makes this significant? Earlier in the series, we had an issue with rubber. Couldn't make it. Sap. Couldn't make it. Now we can. We take some wood, heat it up, we should get some sap, right? So it looks like. But we... Actually, you. Alright, tank. Do I have... We'll just use this tank. Let's get some form of piping. You should work. We're going to grab configurator. Make sure you're set to fluids. Yes, we're going to pull that out. Now, let's get some wood. We'll start with some spruce. And then we'll get blaze cake. See if this works. Did you heat it up? Look at that. All right. You get crystallized sap, which wasn't intended. Because I don't think we're going to make a rubber tree. Yeah, rubber logs, rubber logs. It's just another wood type. But when we take the sap, we have to run it through. Let's see if we have a spare mixer. Suppose we could run it through that one. all of our sap into a single tank. Take out the hopper temporarily. Actually, bucket mode. There, we'll set that. Turn bucket mode off. Drop the pipe. And that'll go through and get us some rubber. Throw it in the smoker. And we now have rubber. Fantastic. Take those two off the list. We need cogwheel, dried kelp, copper plate, and some glass. Cogwheel, dried kelp, copper plate, and glass. It's like, I planned this. Set that to allow that to go through. A couple of failures. That turned into a slime ball. But we have some sealed mechanisms. Next, we need hydraulic casing, just copper casing, and a copper plate. Copper casing, fantastic. Coppery plate. There we go. And we actually have a block of bronze. So, ooh. Oh, that's right. This is technically a different kind of bronze. 3 copper, 1 tin, 1 zinc. 15, we'll go 5. Should be just enough for a block with a little bit left over. And you are done. Superheated mixer, just like that guy. Okay. And that is 10 gunmetal bronze. That is 10 of this particular bronze type. Which now means hydraulic press. So now we're going to take you. Let's go ahead and remove you. Boom. 1 and done. 1 and done with steel. If memory serves, let's talk about the end of the last episode. There's going to be a whole mess of things that we're going to need plates for. And if we can bulk splatter them, right? That's going to make life so much easier. Even if just by a little. I have the exact amount. I don't do that often. Because it's for like a lot of the turbine stuff. Lead, steel, osmium blocks, steel, more lead and steel, steel sheet metal, which is more steel. However, we're gonna go that route for that. Because unfortunately with the hopper, it might as well just be a regular press. So I will have to come up with a more effective way to bulk handle. I can actually tear this out. Since as of right now, there's no more use for that stuff. How crazy is that? Again, that's as of right now. All right, so if we go, place you there. Let's get a barrel or two. Grab some funnels. Grab some lead. Bulk splatter. Just like that. Steel. Now this is all for the sake of kind of being silly, but not. Let's throw in a bunch of copper. Some iron. And some gold. And that should go through, as you can see, and make all the stuff that we need. Well, not all, but a lot of it, right? Lead and steel. Steel rods are going to be needed. But the sheer quantity of turbine casings that will be needed. And aluminum. Actually, that looks like the better route. Fine glowstone. All right. There. Now this should last us a little while. But yeah, if you know you're going to be setting up, really, you know you're going to be handling a good deal of plates, and you have dreams and desires, you definitely want to look at getting your hands on that. You know, thinking about it, with the way this is going to be elevated in a lot of these places, I think the top half will be the various greenhouses. And then underneath, I will set up all of the applied energistic stuff. Like things like, do we have... Yeah, the quantum computer core takes up a lot of space. Do we have the matrix in here? Matrix takes up a 7x7x7. So we'll need a fair bit of this space down here to set up all of that. We'll have an area for all the stuff that we need and mass storage, because let's be realistic. This ain't gonna cut it entirely. Especially when stuff like this keeps happening. And then this entire building is going to have to be wired up. Now, with all that being said, it looks like I've got even more work ahead of me, right? There's another structure that I started working on. I worked on it in Discord, and I hung out in Discord, and I started working on it. We have a lot of stuff ahead. A lot of mechanism stuff, a lot of power stuff, a lot of power stuff. Anyhow, I'm going to get out of here. Ton of work ahead of me. You take care, and I'll see you next time.